From the sands of Egypt to the forests of West Africa, from the palaces of Ethiopia to the battlefields of Angola, Africa has given the world some of the most powerful and legendary queens in history. These women ruled with wisdom, courage, and fire, leaving legacies that still inspire us today. Here are 10 of the greatest African queens who changed history forever. 1. Queen Hatshepsut, Pharaoh of Egypt. She wasn't supposed to rule, but when Egypt needed strength, Hatshepsut crowned herself pharaoh, the first great woman to sit on the throne of the Nile. She built towering temples, expanded trade across oceans, and gave Egypt an age of peace and wealth. She ruled not as a queen, but as a king. 2. Queen Nefertiti, great royal wife of Egypt. With beauty that became legend and power that shook empires, Nefertiti stood beside Pharaoh Akhenaten during one of the boldest religious revolutions in history. Together, they turned Egypt towards the worship of the sun itself. And when power slipped, many believe Nefertiti ruled Egypt in her own right, hidden under another name. 3. Queen Amanirenas, warrior queen of Kush. When Rome tried to conquer Nubia, they met a queen with an iron will, Amanirenas. A warrior who fought even after losing an eye in battle. She led her armies against Rome and forced the empire to sign peace on equal terms. A queen who proved that no empire could break the spirit of Kush. 4. Queen Nzinga Mbande, ruler of Ndongo and Matamba, Angola. In the shadow of the slave trade, rose a woman who refused to bow, Queen Nzinga. Brilliant, fierce, unstoppable. When the Portuguese governor tried to humiliate her by refusing a chair, she turned her servants back into a throne and stared him down as his equal. She fought for 40 years, building alliances, leading armies, and defying colonizers. Nzinga is remembered not as a victim of slavery, but as the warrior queen who resisted it. 5. Queen Amina, warrior queen of Zazzau, Nigeria. They called her the warrior queen of Zazzau. From the Hausa lands of Nigeria, Queen Amina expanded her kingdom with sword and strategy. She built massive walls, still standing today, and rode at the head of her cavalry. Under her, Zazzau became a force feared across West Africa. She proved that women could be kings of war. 6. Queen Makeda, the Queen of Sheba. Her name echoes through the Bible, the Quran, and Ethiopian legend, the Queen of Sheba. She crossed the desert with treasures to meet King Solomon, testing his wisdom with riddles and returning home with knowledge and glory. Ethiopian tradition says she bore his son, Menelik, who would start a dynasty that ruled for thousands of years. She was more than a visitor to Jerusalem. She was a queen who birthed an empire. 7. Queen Cleopatra VII, last pharaoh of Egypt. The last pharaoh of Egypt, Cleopatra VII. Not just a woman of beauty, but a queen of strategy. She held Rome's most powerful men, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, in alliances that shook the world. She fought to keep Egypt free from Roman domination. Her death marked the end of pharaohs, but her legend as Egypt's last queen lives on forever. 8. Queen Taya, the powerful queen mother of Egypt. She wasn't born royal, but Queen Taya rose to become the great royal wife of Pharaoh Amenhotep III. She sat in on councils, influenced international diplomacy, and shaped the future of Egypt through her son Akhenaten. Wise, respected, and powerful, Taya was a queen who ruled not from the shadows, but from the throne itself. 9. Queen Santawa, the Ashanti warrior queen of Ghana. When the British demanded the sacred golden stool of the Ashanti, one woman stood and declared, "If the men will not fight, then we the women will." That was Santawa, Queen Mother of Ajisu. She led her people into battle in 1900, facing the might of the British Empire. Though captured, her courage ignited the flames of resistance across Ghana. Santawa lives forever as the grandmother of revolution. 10. Queen Nandi, the lioness mother of the Zulu nation. She was the mother of a king, but more than that, she was the fire behind his greatness. Queen Nandi, mother of Shaka Zulu, faced rejection, hardship, and exile. But she raised her son to believe he was destined for greatness. Shaka would become one of Africa's most feared warriors, and Nandi, the mother who molded him, is remembered as the lioness of the Zulu nation.